Hi, this is Roger Murdoch with Montag here in Pontiac, Illinois at the PTI Test Farm. 400 acres that is under a 10-year study. They're into the 4th year, and with me is Jason Webster, the commercial agronomist for the farm. And Jason, if you could just walk us through on how your study has progressed over the last 4 years, it'd be appreciated.
All right, so as Roger mentioned, we've got a 10-year study here at this farm. And one of the things we've been really trying to do here lately is focus our efforts. When we spread fertilizer, we would love to ban fertilizer versus the status quo of conventional broadcast spreading. So my general philosophy is, why are we going to fertilize every square inch of the soil when I don't have a root on every square inch of the soil? So our ideal placement of fertilizer is in our strip till, and we're on 30-inch rows. Depending on moisture levels, we're gonna make these strips 6 to 8 inches deep, and then we'll place the fertilizer within that band. So our goal of this 10-year study is to look at the differences. What are the advantages of banding versus broadcast applications? Here's my 100% broadcast rate. This is what the soil test company said I needed for fertilizer, okay? And so that broadcast application is my control. I then bring in my strip till rig and say, well, wait a minute, I'm gonna band, I'm gonna be a little more efficient here, so I'm gonna cut it by 25%. So now I got a 75% rate of fertilizer. When I did that in year number 4 of this study, I'm making almost $50 an acre by reducing the fertilizer rate by 25% in a band versus broadcast. I then say, let's go a little further, let's cut the recommendation in half. Now I'm at 50% rates, but do you know that I'm making almost $60 an acre more than the 100% broadcast? We take it even more extreme. Now this is a 75% reduction in fertilizer rate. I'm making $85 an acre over the 100% broadcast. And after 4 years of this 10-year study, putting 0 pounds of fertilizer on, I'm making $112 an acre more than the 100% broadcast rate. And I look at this data and I say, what in the world is happening? My economic optimum rate of fertilizer is 0. Now I've got all my ag retailers mad at me because I'm not buying fertilizer for them, and they don't like us, talking about this because they think other farmers are going to do this. But, and I will say, this is a 10.4 bushel yield loss where I put 0 pounds on for 4 years. I lost 10.4 bushel, but I don't have any fertilizer costs to pay for. And what this is telling us is that we do get a yield increase when we put this fertilizer on, but due to the high cost of fertilizer, it's not paying for itself.